Okay, okay. Sure, bro. Sure, okay. Whatever you say, man. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more Vinland Saga. Indeed, we are back with Vinland Saga Episode 8. War is on the horizon. That's right, start preparing while you can. I'm preparing. Once the war between the English and the Danes really begins, well, by then it'll be too late. Previously, on Episode 7, Thorfinn grew up. Or, well, I mean, he's still a kid, let's be honest, but like, you know, he's older than he used to be. Now, if anyone knows how old Thorfinn was at the beginning of the show, you know, when Thor's died, let me know. I can't be asked to look it up myself. I don't really care that much, but, you know, I'm trying to have you engage with me, right? So, get off your ass, open Google, and Google for me, what age was Thorfinn at the beginning of the show? That's right, do it now, and then comment telling me how old he was at the beginning of the show. Point I'm trying to make, though, is that now that Thorfinn is 16, I was thinking that, is it possible that Thorfinn has been with the pirates more than half his life? Essentially. Right? For the majority of his life at this point, right? Because if he was like 8 years old when that shit happened, now he's 16, he's basically been with these pirates for half his life. Not to mention, right, like, you don't exactly remember your very early years. So basically, if we assume that he was like 8 years old, he basically probably only really remembers like maybe 4 years of living with his family. And now, most of the time, what he remembers is probably just, you know, all the killing and the pirating and stuff like that. So kind of like a sad thing to think about. I mean, I assume he's eventually going to meet his family again, right? Ylva and Helga, I think it was. What is he going to be like when he meets them again? We saw his dark side, I guess. Not dark side, but like his hardened side in the last episode. And I hope that continues. I really do, at least for now. But I can already see a potentially very, very kind of emotional scene with Thorfinn meeting his family again, and, you know, them almost not recognizing him because of his attitude and stuff. Regardless, let's just get into episode 8, shall we?
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go! Counter-terrorists win.
Hey, incoming warships. We have to alert Gorm.
Not so fast. Look closely. That's Askeladd's ship.
Hey, those are sheep. You're letting them graze this late?
They're trying to fatten them up as much as they can. I suspect old Uncle Gorm's still as stingy as ever. Listen up, men. All you bastards worked hard. Enjoy your winter to the fullest. That's it.
Also, let's remember that last episode, Askeladd was like, I'll give you your fight now, but let's escape these guys before we do that. So, if we are to assume that they've been they haven't taken any breaks on land at all, they should get to that fight in this episode.
In order.
There's only so long you can stall this fight. Because Askeladd literally said, yeah, I'll give you this fight now. Like, it just doesn't make sense for him to, like, keep stalling.
What a haul Askeladd's brought. They got it from a huge victory against the Franks.
To the end of the sea.
Isn't he? Heard some of his crew died this year.
Seriously?
Do you think they'll be recruiting new men to replace them? Oh, the thought has my heart racing! Askeladd's crew is definitely the one I want to join. Huh? Hey, boy! Apologize! Damn, what the hell is wrong with that kid?
Jesus.
Here goes. Oh, Askeladd!
Jesus, bro.
It's great to be
What? He has his own fucking, like, little, well, maybe not little, but, like, his own fucking harem going here. Jesus. I didn't realize he got it like that.
back, ladies. You're all
I mean, he has the I'm not gonna say riz, but like he has the charisma. You know, you might think it's the same thing, but like not really. You know, he has the charisma, but like he's not that good.
Here you go. Who wants a necklace from yours truly?
Jesus. Oh my God.
What, Uncle Gorm? One thing I've always loved about this place is how outspoken the ladies are. Listen, no need to worry. This year's take was good. Give my men plenty of food and keep the booze flowing. We'll pay your price.
That's precisely what I was hoping to hear. First round's on me. Time to celebrate. We have good wine, don't we? Bring it forth. 1, 2, 3.
Uncle Gorm, you really love money that much?
Is there any man alive who hates it? The lustrous shine. Just looking at a coin brightens up my day.
Yeah?
Well then, Hordeland, what are you doing? Hurry up and bring the wine.
Sir.
Damned fool, she's such a pain in the ass.
That slave girl of yours. She has a strange...
I'm like I'm a little bit confused and also interested in terms of what type of like relationship Askeladd and his men have with this village. Like, are they from this village? You know, is this their like home base? He keeps calling him Uncle fucking whatever the fuck, Bjorn or whatever. I forgot. Honestly, they literally said it like a minute ago, but like I just already forgot.
Name? Hordeland, huh? Sounds like a part of Norway.
I acquired her quite recently. She comes from a lord's bloodline, but her family lost in battle and fell into ruin. But she's such a slow worker. I should have known. These spoiled highborn girls are too prideful and useless.
Oh, by the way,
Huh?
can I ask you to be a witness for me? I have an appointment for a duel before supper.
A duel, you say?
Finally.
One more thing. That slave girl being useless isn't her fault. It's yours for not using her the right way.
What do you mean by that?
With the right approach, you can convince anyone to do whatever you want.
What are we thinking? I'm taking bets.
Time to begin. In Odin the Allfather's name, the duel between Thorfinn and Askeladd can now come.
Well, okay. On one hand, Thorfinn is much better now, right? On the other hand, is it a little too early to have Thorfinn win? I think it's too early to have Thorfinn win, but at the same time, this is supposed to be the big duel, right? Like, you know, Askeladd taking it seriously and everything. So it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna predict that Thorfinn is gonna lose, but Askeladd won't kill him for now. I mean, I could be surprised, but, you know,
Commence.
I feel like it's just a little too early.
To their liking. If you both fight with dignity and honor, your immortal souls will find their way to Valhalla, and its doors will be open to you.
Are you serious? That boy's a part of Askeladd's group? I guess the odds of being allowed to join his crew are better than I thought.
Kid's kind of cute, isn't he? Yeah. But Askeladd's way stronger and has a lot more money.
The reason for this confrontation is for Thorfinn to get vengeance for the death of his father. Any objections from either side?
None.
Not here.
Then let's begin!
You know, you've grown taller. It's been a few years, huh? You were still a little guy the last time.
Ooh.
He closed the gap!
Listen to your
Ooh.
elders!
This is, I think, probably... This is probably Thorfinn's first time fighting someone, like, of real, like, extreme skill, right? I mean, sure, he fights, you know, he's fought a bunch of these, like, normal soldiers, right? But this is probably the first time he's fought someone of, like, you know, the next level skill.
I'm flying after a single swing.
You idiot. Thorfinn leapt away. He knows that the dagger has an advantage up close. He's stronger now.
You're doing great, kid.
Get after it!
Clever.
I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened, but I think it might be a thing where it's like, if he gets grabbed, like his main advantage is agility and speed, and his, I think, main weakness is if he gets grabbed. So if his enemy, who is physically stronger than him, grabs his hand and or grabs the other hand as well, then he's at a massive disadvantage. And that's probably what he might have done with the sword, is that he purposefully lets go of the sword to grab both his hands and have a massive advantage. Because the sword in close quarters combat, like, the sword becomes a weakness, almost. Depends. Yeah, it kind of depends. Just like the spear becomes a weakness when you get too close, right? But yeah, Askeladd is not only good and strong, but also smart.
Your father. What was his name again? It was, wait.
Yeah. See, now, you see? Ah, Askeladd's good. He's good. See, now he's trying to rile him up because he almost got him with the grab, but Thorfinn immediately jumped back, realizing what was going on, because he's focused and he's understanding and he's also kind of smart, right? He's not stupid. He realized what was happening, or what was going to happen. And now Askeladd, you know, realizing, oh shit, he's kind of reading me or reading what I'm trying to do, so I'm gonna try to get him riled up so he doesn't, you know, he's not so focused. Smart.
It's Thor's! Of course, Thor's. That was his name. Ah, hell. I'm getting forgetful with age.
Askeladd's, I mean, Thorfinn is still a little bit, you know, if he knows not to get riled up, then he's on the right path. But it seems like he's still kind of being manipulated.
But then that's the thing.
For now.
You've been concentrating on revenge, wasting away the last several years, while I've been busy killing countless men. It all starts to blend together. I don't even remember your father. I mean,
again,
how did I do it exactly? You know.
If he can not let him get it, let Askeladd get it under his skin, then.
If you'd fought him fair and with dignity, my father never would have lost to a man like you. You fought without honor, and then you.
And again, all according to plan for Askeladd.
You took me hostage to it!
Ah, now I remember him. He was the fool who threw down his sword in exchange for some brat's life.
Yep, losing his cool. Yep. He's still, yep, you see, and now he's not focused anymore, easily gets disarmed, right?
What did he do?
You made the mistake of losing your cool. You still have a whole lot to learn, boy.
Damn, you bastard!
Bjorn, pop Thorfinn's shoulder back in.
Got it.
I am hungry.
Well, I mean, part of me is a little bit disappointed. You know, at this point, I expected better from Thorfinn, to be honest. I expected the fight to be a lot more like, a lot more even, but him, I mean, it kind of was, but him getting rattled so easily, I mean, I kind of understand, but it's, I feel like it's just kind of a stupid trope. The thing where the opponent riles you up and then you lose your cool and then you immediately lose. It's just kind of, I don't know, not a good trope in my opinion. Like, I get it, but I feel like Thorfinn at this point should be, like, enough of a hardened warrior to not get riled up by dumb shit. And I get it, it's not dumb shit, but like, still, you know? I just feel like he should know better. He should, like, because once you've been through a bunch of like life-threatening scenarios and fights and battles and encounters, I feel like some words wouldn't get you riled up, especially when you know you are facing someone who you cannot get riled up against. Someone who you know is very good and very skilled and strong. I feel like you'd actively try not to get riled up, or you know that that's what they're trying to do. So the fact that Thorfinn so easily got riled up, and I get it, you know, he has his whole motivation is to get revenge for his father, but like, still, you know, I feel like he got riled up way too easily. Maybe a better way to do it would have been to have them kind of evenly fight for a while, right? And then as Askeladd is talking about his father and stuff, he's not letting it get to him, or at least that's what he thinks. But Askeladd bringing up his father, you know, and talking shit about him is kind of like slightly getting to him, right? Very slightly. And then he starts being a little bit more sloppy than normal. And then Askeladd wins because he like exploits like a small weakness in his guard or something, right? Like a small weakness appears because he lets you know, Askeladd's words get under his skin. So just losing because of that small weakness that he ends up getting from those words. But the way they did it here, I feel like was a bit too much, where Thorfinn just completely, absolutely loses his cool and then just charges at him and gets disarmed like nothing. You know, kind of anticlimactic, I feel like.
I watched your duel earlier. You were pretty impressive.
You think?
That last move, it was a toss, right? You made it look so easy. It was really something. Oh, but don't you think it's risky to keep that kid on your ship? What if he attacked you while you were sleeping?
Not a problem. That's the last thing he'd ever try.
What makes you so sure?
He may be young, but he's a true warrior.
I was using the wrong fucking display capture. Whoops. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Thorfinn wouldn't accept anything less than a fair and square bout. His past and his pride, he allows them both to weigh him down.
How can you be so clumsy, Horda? You're always in the way. Now hurry and clean that up. What? You think you're still royalty or something? Stand up this instant. You're such an idiot.
I just don't understand. I would rather fall on my own sword than live with no pride, you know? What's wrong? Something I said?
No, forget it. It's not you.
I'm guessing the girl, the slave girl, is probably, you know, if she was like royalty or whatever, she's probably good at other things. Probably like, I don't know, managing stuff, calculating numbers, other things basically. Not suited for menial labor.
See that? Pretty terrible, isn't it?
It's time that you accept that you're a damn slave.
A slave to money holds a whip, just so he can act like he owns a slave bought by money. But he's not aware of one thing. The truth is, all of us are slaves to something.
Still moping?
Ah, I thought we were done with this.
There you go again, you crybaby. I know it's tough, but how should I say this? You'll just have to come to this realization on your own. Remember, you don't have a single enemy. No one does. I promise you, son. A true warrior doesn't need a sword.
Well, she just saw death flash before her eyes, 100%.
I was just... Master Gorm commanded me to bring you your meal. Hey, are you a slave too?
Huh?
I mean, you're eating out here, so...
I'm a warrior, which means unlike you, I have a choice in deciding where I eat.
Really? But still it seems like you and I are actually quite similar.
Why would I know how a slave feels? If I were you, I'd kill that man Gorm and run, and whoever tries to stop me.
Kill him? I could never.
It sounds like you'd rather stay a slave. Do whatever you want, then.
If I ran, as far as I could, all the way to the very end of the sea, I wonder what would be on the other side. Maybe there isn't anything. No matter where I go, it'll be the same. Nothing but battlefields and slave merchants.
Yeah. I mean, she's not wrong. She's kind of right. For this time period, yep, pretty much.
Far to the west, across the sea, is a place called Vinland. A new land. A place where it's warm and fertile, untouched by others. No slave merchants or flames of war. So distant, no one will find you there.
Does such a place really exist?
The finest and most powerful warriors from clans all over Denmark are assembling. In addition, 4 brigades of Jomsvikings are at the ready and prepared to join them. Everything is proceeding just as planned for the upcoming campaign, sire.
The time has come. We must show those insolent English scoundrels
Who was the one with long blonde hair? I mean, considering how many years has passed, and if we remember, Helga was the daughter of their leader, this guy, I believe. Probably, if I'm remembering right. And, well, Ylva is the granddaughter then, right? And we did see her kind of be kind of badass, right? Kind of strong and shit, so, you know, I wonder what's happened with them.
Yes, and I give you my word.
And long blonde hair, I mean.
Goal of capturing England. My men will fight relentlessly.
And where is Canute? He has arrived, hasn't he?
Oh?
Indeed. His Highness the Prince awaits in Yelling.
The Prince?
He's nourishing his spirit in preparation for the march.
I shall give him the chance to display valor on the battlefield, just like his brother Harold.
But, Your Majesty, His Highness...
Okay, so the family is actually kind of bigger than I thought initially. But still, long blonde hair, I mean, with a helmet on, usually, you know, these things end up being like, oh, they're pretending to be a guy, and they end up being a girl, right? I mean, we'll see. And I mean, you know, Ilva was kind of, you know, kind of buff, and kind of, you know, kind of strong, and like, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Enough, Ragnar.
Ragnar.
I'm mindful of my son's safety as well.
I mean, the eyes seem very, very similar, you know? I mean...
August of the year 1013, the main forces of the Vikings from Denmark, led by King Sweyn, invaded northern England starting from the Humber River. The sweeping momentum continued as the main contingent moved south over land, establishing dominance over each region as they continued their march. And yet, the steady and victorious advance of the Danish forces came to a sudden, albeit temporary, halt in the commercial city of London.
Oh my god, it did. Okay, okay. Sure, bro. Sure, okay. Whatever you say, man.
What's wrong? You should have brought more! Where's the fun if the battle ends too quickly?
Ah. God damn it. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking? I mean, I don't know. Long blonde hair. We haven't really seen their face properly. The helmet is on. Blue eyes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they're really kind of really, I wouldn't say hyping this character up, but like, I mean, you know, they're kind of showing them multiple times from kind of a mysterious back angle, showing their long blonde hair, you know, and it's been like, I don't know how many years now, maybe 6 to 8 years, you know. I mean, come on. What is Ilva doing exactly? You know, is this Ilva? Who knows? But apparently, you know, if we're kind of following what this the leader is saying here, this guy's family is actually kind of not so small. Yeah, I definitely am a little bit disappointed in the fight, in the duel, but it is what it is. I wonder what is gonna happen with this girl. She's too... How do I say this? She's too well portrayed. She's too good looking to be just a side character that we throw away. I mean, then again, I suppose that could be the case, but like, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna see more of her at some point. But then again, I don't think they're going to take women onto their pirate ships. So, you know, their raiding ships. So, yeah. She might be like a reoccurring character, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I can't wait to see the next episode. I definitely, I mean, you know, like, come on. Who could it possibly be? If it was a man, a guy, a character that we didn't know, they would have just shown us their face straight up. But the fact that you're kind of showing long blonde hair, showing those back shots, and then only showing the eyes, makes me think, you're like trying to add mystery to this character because you know that we know who it is, if that makes sense. In any case, I hope you enjoyed episode 8 of Vinland Saga, and we shall be back with episode 9 shortly, once I know how to unglue this hat from my hair. Until next time.